Pause for a moment, take a deep breath, forget everything around you and focus here. I have a question that, if you allow yourself to think deeply about, could completely change the way you see the world. A question so ancient, so mysterious, that it has echoed in the minds of humanity for centuries. If God created us, who created God? Maybe you've never asked yourself this, or maybe this question has haunted you more times than you'd like to admit. But today, we're going to explore this question in ways you've never imagined. If we stop to think about the logic we use to understand the universe, everything that exists has a cause. Every effect has a beginning. So, if we believe we were created, it makes sense to ask, what, or who, created the one we call the Creator? It seems simple, but the more you reflect on it, the more complex it becomes. It's like trying to solve a puzzle that expands with each piece you place. Let's go on this journey of discovery together. Many believe that science can give us answers to everything. Some theories suggest that the universe has always existed, that matter, energy, space, and time are eternal. But does this idea truly answer the question, or does it just avoid facing the mystery? If the universe had no creator but has always been there, where does that leave us? And, more importantly, does this solve the question or simply make us ignore the real enigma? Others prefer to seek answers in the scriptures, in something beyond our physical understanding. Now, let's turn to the biblical perspective. In the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 8, we find a description of God that is both powerful and mysterious. He is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. He always was, is, and always will be. This means that God was not created. He is the source of everything, without beginning or end. This idea completely challenges our human logic. If he exists outside the laws of nature, like time and space, can we truly comprehend his existence with our limited minds? Does the very notion of beginning and end only make sense within our universe, but not apply to him? Picture this. We are standing before a massive mountain. From where we stand, we can only see the base, the part that's within our reach. But the peak? It's hidden in the clouds, beyond our sight. God would be that invisible peak. No matter how hard we try to understand, see, or touch, he remains beyond us. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe the question, who created God, doesn't have an answer because we're asking the wrong question. Or maybe the answer is beyond our reach, at least for now. Now, think about this for a moment. If a supreme being were created, would he still be all-powerful? If God were created by something or someone, then he would no longer be God, right? This makes us question, what if the concept of an eternal creator defies our logic precisely because our logic is limited? What if the true creator exists beyond any concept we can imagine or comprehend? These are deep questions that challenge our way of seeing the world and the universe. And now, here's another question to make you reflect even more. If God exists beyond time, does that mean he already knows everything? Is he watching us right now, knowing everything that has happened and everything that will happen? This leads us to another deep reflection. If God is eternal and beyond our understanding, what does that say about our role in the universe? Are we part of something infinitely greater than we can imagine? Thinking about this is both fascinating and terrifying. Because if he is so far beyond our comprehension, what else might exist beyond our field of vision? What else are we missing or failing to understand about the reality around us? But before jumping to conclusions, it's important to explore other perspectives. In some religions, like pantheism, God is seen as part of nature itself, not as a separate entity. This means that, in this view, God and the universe are one. Asking, who created God, would be like asking, who created the universe? In this belief, God has always existed, just like the universe, and one cannot be separated from the other. And here's the twist. For many pantheists, the universe is eternal. God and the universe are one and the same, ever present. This brings us back to the initial point, but from a different angle. So, do you think God is a creation of our minds, or has He always been there, invisible yet present in every detail around us? Mysteries like this are what make the search for understanding the Creator so fascinating. And it's why, throughout the centuries, we've tried to answer questions that often may be beyond our understanding. Now, let's consider another religious tradition, Afro-Brazilian religions, like Umbanda. In this view, there is a supreme God, but He doesn't act alone. He governs through intermediary forces, the oryxes, who represent elements of nature. Here, the question changes. It's no longer, who created God? But rather, what is God's true role in this complex web of forces and energies that shape the universe? This makes us reflect on the relationship between the Creator and His creations in a different way. Returning to the Bible, in the book of Genesis, we see God creating the heavens, the earth, time, space, and matter. Without these things, reality as we know it wouldn't exist. But does that mean God is limited by these creations, or does He remain above and beyond them, like an architect observing his work from outside, unaffected by it? If we think deeply, the question, who created God, might be unnecessary. By definition, God is eternal. He has always existed. But if He has always been present and we are only now trying to understand Him, what else is beyond our reach? What else exists in this universe that we have yet to see or understand? If you found this question challenging, wait until the next video, because we're going to explore one of the greatest secrets humanity has ever tried to hide. A secret that the Church itself attempted to erase from history. Get ready to discover a banned book, a text that was forbidden, hidden, and almost destroyed by religion itself. A book that could change everything you know about God and the universe. So, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because what's coming next is revealing, and might challenge everything you believe. I'll see you in the next video.